For this formative assessment, I need to make sure that you understand how the three different types of tweens work. We've already talked about the shape tween. You should have created 3 brand new layers with 3 separate shape tweens going on like I have here. For grading purposes, what I need you to do is go ahead and change the name of each of these to shape. And that way I know that you know what kind of tween you have going on here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at what's called the classic tween. Shape tweens use ungrouped objects, which means if I click on any of these keyframes, you'll see they light up and they turn white with the little dots. So we know that they are ungrouped objects. I'm going to go ahead and turn off these layers. I can just click on the little eyeball and drag straight down and it'll turn them all off. I'm going to create a new layer. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to call it classic, because it's going to be our classic tween. For this to work, what we need is a grouped object. So I'm going to take, say, the rectangle. Currently, it is ungrouped because when I click on it, it turns white. I need to select it, both the object and the stroke. So I can click on the keyframe, I can lasso it, I can double click on it, whatever it takes to get both the object and the stroke selected. And then I'm going to hit Command G, which groups it together, and you'll notice that there's a little blue outline going around the outside of my shape. And so that I know that that is a grouped object. Now what I'm going to do is to set up a classic tween. I'm going to go to 60, just like I had before, and I'm going to hit Function F6, just like you've done before, so F6 or insert keyframe. I'm going to not delete it like I did last time. I'm just going to move it. And if I go to the static and click and hold, classic tween is my third option. And you'll see that it slides across. This whole concept would have made the ball project a lot easier. We'll go back to it and we'll add in some things. So this slides it across. Here's one other kind of cool thing. If I click anywhere on the motion tween, or the classic tween, and I go to Window and open up my properties, there's properties you could apply to this, such as rotate. So if tweening isn't open, just click on the tweening arrow, and you'll see where it says Rotate Auto. I can pick a direction, clockwise. So now my box will rotate clockwise. I can choose counterclockwise. And so now it goes backwards. I can even choose the number of rotations I want. So I can slide this up. So if I say 13, now it's going to rotate 13 times before it reaches the end. So let's do it one more time together. I'm going to make a new layer. We're going to go ahead and call it Classic, so that I know that you know what type of tween this is. You're going to create an object. Maybe this time I'll do a text box, because text, believe it or not, is object. So I'll say Mr. D. And if I click off, you'll see it has a blue outline. Therefore, it's a grouped object. Therefore, the motion tween will work. In this case, I'm going to start on the left-hand side. I'm going to go to 60. I'm going to make a new keyframe. So F6. I'm going to drag this to the new position. Click and hold on the static. Create classic tween. You'll see the blue arrow pops up, and now it'll move. Again, if I click on the static, I can throw on a rotation if I would like. And so now Mr. D will spin. So what I need you to do is make yourself 3 layers, 3 classic tweens with grouped objects on the same document as your shape tweens. And then once you figure that out, then we'll talk about the motion tween, which is probably the most difficult to use, but also has the best options as far as animation goes. All right, I'll see you in a little bit.